Actions you do today make up who you are tomorrow. Mix in a bit of time with that and you've got your habits. When used for good, habits can dramatically improve your health, your life, your career. But if it's a bad habit, you can't really say the same. So in this video, you'll learn about 4 actionable tips that you can use right now to help you with your habits that you might not have heard before. So one of the first things I hear is to start off easy. But I'm gonna say it doesn't really matter if it's easy or hard. It's how you feel towards the habit. Okay, so let's just think about it like this. When was the last time you were like super motivated or super focused? Emotions drive our action. When it comes to something that you want to do, you're probably happy, excited, or when it's something like a deadline or something that's due, you might be trying to avoid a certain emotion like fear, anxiety, or just like failing something. And right now you might be saying, hey, that's an assignment, this is habits. They're not the same thing, but they actually are. Remember, habits are just a bunch of actions done over time. So if we can control our actions, we can then control our habits. So when trying to start a new habit and making it sticky, make sure it sits well with you. If it doesn't, then try and look through another lens, a different perspective. Just try and reframe this and say, hey, how do I turn this habit into something that I actually want to do? So the next tip is planning to fail. Now, there's nothing wrong with creating a system to get you doing a habit, but I think there's a lot of flaws and loopholes in that. Most of the time, doing the habit itself is not that bad, but it's about getting into it, it's about doing it. And what happens when things don't go smoothly? That's when you get derailed, that's when you get distracted, and that's when you get away from the habit itself, and that gets you demotivated. So if you have a goal to build up the habit of eating healthier, working out more consistently, plan it to fail. Plan it to fail so that you expect the worst. It'll give you a set of instructions to say, hey, I'm falling off track, let's get back onto it. And this, in my opinion, is how habits can get super sticky. So the best way that I've found to sort of map this out is to write down everything that can go wrong with your habit. What would stop you from performing or doing whatever you said that you want to do? You can write out a list or you can do like a mind map. It doesn't really matter as long as you bring awareness to this and you sort of know what to do when those situations come up. You also want to treat your habits like Lego. If you actually want your habits to get super sticky, then you want to spend some time focusing on that itself. If you have this problem like me, whenever I'm trying to improve an area of my life, I'm sort of like, you know, when you're at a restaurant and someone says, hey, do you want extra fries with that? Why not? So I go super crazy on adding more and more habits and I'm trying to do everything at the same time. Read more, work out every day, stretch every 30 minutes, eat more vegetables, eat more fruit. Just saying all of this is super overwhelming and that's what will happen as well. Don't go super crazy on it. I know it's super easy to do, but just try not to. But honestly, all of this is nothing without this. Setting the time to review and reflect on what's working and what's not. Having these frequent reviews helps you understand what you actually need to work on and what you might not need to spend as much time on because now it's second nature. Some of the prompts that I can give you right now are, what did I want to work on this week or month? What have I done for this? What haven't I done? What can I do to make things better? Look, it doesn't have to be super complicated. You don't have to spend that much time on it. All I want you to do is dedicate some time, whether in the shower, maybe on the toilet, spending some time to just reflect and review on what's working, what's not can make a huge difference. If you wanted a downloadable PDF which you can scribble in, you can type in, you can grab it for free by signing up to the Trimmed newsletter. It's a 5-minute read packed full of super actionable tips just like this video on exercise, eating, and building better habits. If you're looking for specific advice on how to build up the habit of working out, you're gonna love this video. Bye.